You eat roti, rice, or sugar, but your body doesn't care about taste. It only cares about one thing, and that is energy. So, everything that you eat is converted into one simple molecule called glucose. But what happens next is where the real story begins. Carbohydrate metabolism is not one process, it's a system. Glycolysis breaks glucose, glycogenesis stores glucose, glycogenolysis releases glucose, gluconeogenesis makes new glucose, and Krebs cycle plus electron transport chain means massive ATP production. Think of it like earn, save, spend, backup, and invest. Now, let's see the journey from food to glucose. You eat carbs, which is broken down into glucose. Now what? In intestines, it enters blood. That means blood sugar rises. Your body reacts immediately. Now, insulin is released. Its job is to push the glucose into the cells. But glucose cannot enter the cells freely. It needs a key. That key is insulin. Without insulin, glucose stays in blood, cells stay starving. High sugar outside, but low energy inside the cells. Now, inside the cells, glucose enters glycolysis. No oxygen is needed. It happens in cytoplasm, and 2 ATP and 2 NADH is produced from one molecule of glucose. Not a lot of ATP, but fast. This is your body's emergency energy system. If oxygen is available, things go next level. Pyruvate enters mitochondria where Krebs cycle and electron transport chain occurs. The final ATP output is around 30 to 32 ATP. Now that's the real energy. But if no oxygen, no problem. The pyruvate is converted into lactate. It happens in muscles during intense exercise, which causes the burning feeling. Energy is low, but enough to survive. If there is too much glucose, your body says, okay, no problem. Let's save it for later. That is called glycogenesis. Glucose is converted into glycogen and it is stored in liver and muscles. Like a battery, during fasting mode, there is no food. So, blood sugar dropping. Your body switches strategy. Now the process called glycogenolysis occurs. That means a breakdown of glycogen into glucose. Now, still the glucose is not enough. That means gluconeogenesis occurs, making new glucose from fats and proteins. Your body is constantly switching modes. After eating, storage, in fasting, release, and during intense exercise, rapid use. This is not random, it is perfectly regulated. Carbohydrates are not good or bad, they are fuels. The real question is how your body uses them. If you have been watching my carbohydrate metabolism short series, this was the full picture. Now let's see who actually understood it. I will be dropping a quiz next. Not easy, not basics, real concepts, real traps. Let's see who actually gets carbohydrate metabolism.